046 for Request Roulette. Right, are you round your smart speaker? It's time for Names in Songs. Have you heard your name, a family member's name, or a mate's name in a song? Just not an actual name. First up, this is from Sarah in Clanroost, who says, Chris, after a large night out, circa 1992, oi, oi, Sarah, me and a friend of mine, John Barber, were listening to Peter Gabriel's album Us. John suddenly jumped up, shattering the mellow mood, and exclaimed, "He's singing my name, he's calling me love." On track 5, Only Us, you can hear John Barber, love, repeated, particularly clear, around 1 minute and 5 seconds onwards. So, is it John Barber, love? Very much so. John Barber, love. It's there. And now this is from Richie in Leamington Spa. Dear Chris, my cockapoo's groomer, Katie Abbey, gets a shout out 45 seconds into Bombay Bicycle Club song, Always Like This. Is it? Richie's cockapoo's groomer's name, Katie Abbey. Katie Abbey.
Kept it at bay, yes.
Very good. I don't hear these before you. I hear them for the first time with you, and that is, for me, that's a nailed on Katie Abbey.
Kept it at bay.
Oh, that's best of the year material there, I think. Katie Abbey, and our last one now for this week from John in Devon, who says, Chris, we had a boy in our primary school called Jasper Leaf, which caused much hilarity at the time. Do you have a family tree? Is your dad part of Special Branch? Etc. Anyway, he must have done all right for himself, as he's repeatedly name-checked in Telepop Music's dance classic Breathe. Is it Jasper Leaf?
Jasper Leaf.
It's one of those that's too good. Listen again, Jasper Leaf.
Jasper Leaf.
If you've got one of those where you think your name, a family member's name, or a mate's name in a song, just not an actual name, chris.6music@bbc.co.uk. And that was this week's Names in Songs. Dance Off, their Tank album. Here on 6 Music, now time to gather around your smart speaker, turn it up. It's time for Names in Songs. If you're not quite ready, do you know you can do this? You can say, Alexa, ask BBC Sounds to pause, and then you can say, Alexa, ask BBC Sounds to resume. Cool, eh? Have you heard your name, a family member's name, or a mate's name in a song? Okay? Just not an actual name. First, this is from Debbie in Antrim, who says, my friend Darren Harper gets mentioned in S.G. Goodman's Pepper at 1 minute and 10 seconds in. You're listening for Darren Harper.
Someone Darren Harper.
Darren Harper.
Darren Harper.
It's there, isn't it? I don't listen to these in advance, so I do hear these for the first time with you. So that was Darren Harper. And now this is from Joe in New Milton, who says, Chris, I can definitely hear Sophia Cortesis giving my boss, Gaza, a shout-out in her song, Se Te Portas Bonito. Is it Gaza? I love those ways, nice and clear, just out of nowhere. Gaza. And a last one now from Patrick in Manchester, who says, Chris, recently I heard Nirvana, Come As You Are, and noticed Kurt mention my good friend Anne Maria at around the 49 seconds mark. It brings me great amusement. However, Anne is less amused. Anne Maria, says Patrick here, just ashamed it took so long to spot. Better late than never. So, I'm going to call it a full house this week. For a full house, Anne Maria.
Take a rest as a friend, as I know
I even care if Anne Maria doesn't exist. That's so good. Because what else could it possibly be? It's clear as day. It's Anne Maria. Very good. All right, that was Names in Songs. And if you've got one of those where you think you hear your name, a family member's name or a mate's name in a song, email chris.6music@bbc.co.uk. And that was Names in Songs. An unbelievable live act. So if you're going to transmit, make sure you see West Side Cowboy. Right. Wednesday means Names in Songs. It's what radio was invented for. Gather round your smart speaker. It's time for Names in Songs. If you're not quite ready, you can say, Alexa, ask BBC Sounds to pause. And then you can say, Alexa, ask BBC Sounds to resume. It's pure witchcraft. Have you heard your name, a family member's name or a mate's name in a song? First up, this. This is from Davy Lyle from Washington, Sunderland. Hello, Chris. After I come in from the pub on a Friday night, I like to stick on those old Top of the Pops for a bit of good old nostalgia. Well, E = MC squared by Big Audio Dynamite made my ears suddenly prick up. My name pops up at 1:35. Now, does it? Bear in mind, he spotted this in from the pub on a Friday night. Is it Davy Lyle?
Was no good, dressed like Little Red Riding Hood, bad habit, taking life.
Yes. Davy Lyle.
Taking life.
Good one, Davy. Thank you very much. Good start this week. And now this is from Kerry, who says, Chris, I've been meaning to email you for ages. Why do so many messages start like that? Just get them in. My brother-in-law's cousin, Lee Bethune, is in the main chorus in David Morales' Needing You. My sister and I sing it all the time. Is it a real name? I'm not sure that I care, because this could be a good one, I think. Lee Bethune. I love that I don't listen to these until you hear them for the first time with you. Lee Bethune. Right, pressure on Will Fisher now with this final one for this week. My 8-year-old daughter, Frankie, has noticed that Ariana Grande sings... Oh, it's a Nana one. Nana Fisher a few times in her song NASA. Nana Fisher is my mum. And, of course, Frankie's Nana. Is this Nana Fisher?
It'll change the way I kiss you. Baby, you know time apart is beneficial.
Love it. Nana Fisher.
Beneficial.
Oh, it's so clear as well. Yeah, a complete set this week, a very complete set, a full house for sure. That was this week's Names in Songs. If you've got one of those, email chris.6music@bbc.co.uk. Wednesday means Names in Songs. Just a minute of silly.
All the final splinters of missing.
Wednesday afternoon in the sunshine. It's Kendrick, Die Hard from Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Here on 6 Music. On this boiling Wednesday. So hot. So hot. Gather around your smart speaker now. It's time for all new Names in Songs. If you're not quite ready, say, Alexa, ask BBC Sounds to pause. And then you can say, Alexa, ask BBC Sounds to resume. Have you heard your name, a family member's name, or a mate's name in a song? I don't listen to these in advance. I hear them for the first time with you. First up, this is from Jamie in Evesham. Chris, my friend and colleague, Dan Hole, is mentioned multiple times in Wadu Dem by Ika Mouse, starting at 24 seconds. Is it Dan Hole?
Me say me love her for me virgin girl, Dan Hole. Me really love her so, Dan Hole.
Here's a good start, though, isn't it? Because it's a very clear Dan Hole.
Dan Hole.
Yes. And this from Natalie, who says, Chris, I was recently listening to 90s alt-rock classic Gentleman by the Afghan Wigs when I heard my best friend Ian get his name screamed out at 2 minutes and 13 seconds in. Is it Ian? It's a great one, isn't it? If it's only a first name, it's got to be a good one, and that's a good one. That's a very clear Ian. And our last one now. Pressure on here. David Wood with this. Afternoon. Okay. Hello, Woody. You can absolutely hear me getting name-checked in Stevie Wonder's Happy Birthday at around a minute and 40 seconds. Clear as day. David Wood.
I just never understood.
Oh, yeah.
How a man who died for good.
Yeah.
Could not have a David Wood.
There it is. It's definitely David Wood.
David Wood.
There you And that was just a minute of silly. If you've got one of those where you think you hear your name, a family member's name or a mate's name in a song, email chris.6music@bbc.co.uk.